Hello students, today we learn the lesson A Truly Beautiful Mind. A Truly Beautiful Mind is a summary of the biography of famous scientist Albert Einstein. The story portrays the other side of his life that he concerns and promotes. And what is that? Human welfare. And that is the reason why the title of the story is A Truly Beautiful Mind. So students, remember, a truly beautiful mind refers to Einstein. Okay, before going through the story, let me tell you the theme of A Truly Beautiful Mind. The story tells us about the sensitive mind of Albert Einstein, which was always concerned about the future generations. And you will see in the lesson that he was called a world citizen, and it was rightfully called. Before moving to the story, let's see the thing that we must know before reading the text. Who do you think of when you hear the word genius? Okay, it is being asked that who do you think of, about which person you think when you hear the word genius? Who is a genius? What qualities do you think of a genius has? So, I think most of you will answer that whenever you come across the word genius, the first thing or the first name that comes to our mind is that of Albert Einstein. Who is a genius? Genius is a word that is used for a person who is having unusually great intelligence, skill, or artistic ability. Okay, so next point, we shall now read about a young German civil servant. Here, a young German civil servant refers whom? Refers to Albert Einstein, who took the world by storm. Took the world by storm means who surprised the world about 100 years ago by inventing his theory on 4 topics. And what were those topics? About light, the motion of particles, the electrodynamics of moving bodies, and energy. His work took up only a few pages in scientific journals. Scientific journal means scientific magazine that is related to science, but changed forever our understanding of space, time, and the entire cosmos. Means the theory gives a lot of information about all those things and transformed the name Einstein into synonym for genius. And that's why it is being asked that the first word that comes to our mind after hearing the word genius is that of Albert Einstein. Let's start the story. But before that, we must know that even 50 years after his death, Albert Einstein genius still reigns, means rules. No one has come to the front that equates his brain or his intelligence. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879. When he was born on 14th March 1879. And where he was born? He was born in the German city of Ulm. Okay, without any indication that he was destined for greatness. When he was born, no one has ever imagined that he was destined. Destined means fate, a predetermined set of events that has to happen in the future. No one has ever imagined that he is having a fate that to be a great, that would be an epitome of greatness. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. Okay, just leave aside the opinion about his greatness. His mother always think of him that he was a freak. Freak is a word that is used disapprovingly to talk about a person who is unusual and does not behave, look, or think like others. So now you could understand what was the reason that his mother called him thought of him a freak, because he was not usual. He behaved not normally like other children. To her means to his mother. To her, his head seemed much too large. Okay. At the age of 2.5, when he was 2.5 years old, till the age of 2.5 years old, Einstein did not start talking. And when he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. Uttered means said. Whatever he spoke that the same thing again and again. Einstein did not know what to do with other children, and that is the reason his playmates always called him or addressed him as Brother Boring. So the youngest played by himself. So the youngest refers to whom? Youngest refers to Albert Einstein. Youngster refers to Albert Einstein, since most of his playmates refused to play with him and addressed him as Brother Boring, so he just played by himself much of the time. He especially loved mechanical toys. Looking at his newborn sister, Maza. What was the name of her sister? His sister, Maza. He'd said to have said, "Fine, but where are her wheels?" It's very interesting. Do you know what happened? Since he was very much interested in mechanical toys, okay, and that is the reason that when his sister was born, what happened? Looking at his sister, he could not see her feet. He was wondering where the baby's wheels were. Reason was that means the feet of the baby. Here, wheels refers to the feet of the baby. As Albert Einstein used to play with toys and all the toys had a set of wheels, to him Maza seemed to be a toy too. And so he might have thought that where were her wheels. A headmaster once told his father, A headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession wouldn't matter because he will never make a success at anything. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to. He later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining this skill throughout his life. So students, the headmaster of Einstein's school told Einstein's father once, okay, you could imagine how humiliating these words were for his father. So once he told his father that Einstein would never be successful in whatever profession he chose. Einstein was a very good violinist. He learned playing the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to learn to play it. All his life he was an amateur violinist. He played the violin as a hobby and not as a profession. Let me tell you, amateur is a word that is used for that we use when we do something for personal enjoyment rather than as a profession, something which is your hobby and you do it as a pastime. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil as his headmaster predicted. In fact, he didn't say that he was a bad student, but he was not sure that Einstein would be successful in any of the profession. Here it is being said that but Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. And how do we come to know this? That he was a bright student. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old, and scored good marks in almost every subject. And that tells that he was a good student. Einstein hated the school's regimentation. Let me tell you what regimentation is the word. Use of the regimentation means regimentation refers to order or discipline taken to an extreme. When discipline is at its extreme, then it is called regimentation. So what happened? Einstein just hated the school's regimentation in Munich and often clashed with his teachers. Always it happened that he was having hot discussion with his teachers. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled there that he left the school for good. For good means forever. For good means he just left the school forever. Okay. Next paragraph. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to. Wait, students. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan. and left their son with relatives. It means Einstein left alone with his relatives. After prolonged discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German speaking Switzerland, in a city which was more liberal than Munich. And what happened? And since he just hated the school regimentation of Zurich, so he just decided to go in German speaking Switzerland, in a city which was more liberal than Munich. Liberal is a word that is used, that we use when the thing or any institution or any person is willing to understand and respect other opinions also. So he decided to continue his study over there, but for this he had to do a prolonged discussion with his family. Next part we'll discuss in next video. Thank you.